Show, nigga.
Chill.
What the fuck is up, people? This is your boy J2 Real, and welcome back to another episode of the Pack Legion podcast, man. I'm your host, as I spoke of before. It is January 29th, 2026. I'm here with two of my great brothers. To my right, we have Majin Q.
What's going on, fellas?
And right below me, we have my man Pablo the Hate. Like you guys know, we talk about everything under the sun and everything but none. So let's get straight to it. What's the first topic we got going on today?
Man, let's talk about TikTok getting sold, man.
Yeah, he was very cryptic with this, so I'm excited to hear what you got going. I did not watch that
That's
video.
a very funny word choice.
Ooh.
Cryptic?
Yeah.
Let's get cryptic, nigga. Let's get cryptic.
Did you want to talk about the? Did you want to talk about
cryptic? Did
you want to play the video first? Did you want to talk about it actually? Like,
let's play the video first.
Yeah, play the video
and
first.
Then show the picture, and then we could talk about it.
All right.
So now you can't say the word Epstein in your DMs on TikTok. So I just want to make this clear. Larry Ellison, a rabid Zionist, completes his purchase of TikTok. The individual in charge of monitoring hate speech on TikTok now is a former IDF soldier and a former IDF instructor. And we all remember when Judge Acosta was asked, why did he give Epstein that sweetheart deal? He said it's because he was told Epstein, his intelligence, didn't say for whom, and that he was just supposed to leave it alone. And we know that Epstein was working alongside Ghislaine Maxwell to traffic those kids, and that Ghislaine Maxwell's father was so integral to the success of Israel and their plans worldwide that the prime minister and the leader of the Mossad and all these famous Israelis went to his funeral. And so after the purchase of TikTok by Larry Ellison, a Zionist, you can't say the name Epstein. But before the purchase of TikTok by said Zionist, you could. Now, if I said exactly what I want to say, I would be called an anti-Samantha, right? I would be the conspiracy theorist, right? Like if I said a specific nation was protecting a human trafficker, and that because the United States helped facilitate this purchase, then they also would be implicated in protecting said human trafficker. I would be anti-Samantha, right? And this is why everybody is going to upscroll, where you don't get suspended for telling the truth about human traffickers and the government's involvement in protecting them.
Talk about a cold open.
Wowzers.
This is the first topic of the day?
Yeah, man. Let's talk about it, man. It's just fucking crazy, man. So prior to the sale of TikTok, man, you know, Trump was giving them a deadline. I know y'all remember when Biden was giving these people a deadline. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, y'all gonna have to give it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want to do business here in America, you're gonna have to give it up. And the reasoning for this is because in China, the Communist Party, the Chinese Communist Party, they believe in espionage, bro, and pretty much that any company registered to work or registered as a company in China has to report directly to the Chinese Communist Party. So someone like TikTok, which is a Chinese company based in China, that them doing operations in America. When I say operations, just having TikTok available for purchase in the marketplace in America. For them to be able to do that, they have to have access to people's data. So, when you sign up to TikTok and you put in your phone number, your email address, your name, and all of that shit. And I know recently they did the ID verification. So this TikTok app that's based in China has all of your public information or even private information because you signed up, and someone on the other side of the planet of Earth has access to all of that, and there's no telling what they could use it for. But the point was, in all of this, that's what the original scare was. We were scared that China would be doing this to us with no knowledge, so we forced the sale. And who's it go to? Wouldn't you fucking believe it? Someone that wants to censor people. And it just so happens to be somebody who comes from a I'm gonna call them an organization. I'm not gonna call it anything else, because anything else would indicate being anti-Samantha. And yeah, this organization that so happens to where I have to even do that. You get what I'm saying? I have to change my words up and not say what I actually mean to say, because people who come from this organization have so much power to the point where they can basically monitor free speech and suppress it. And that's basically what they're doing on TikTok. You saw what the guy said in the video. Listen, this is why I don't get mad when certain creators on the internet say crazy stuff about people who look like me. Why? Because if you see a repeated pattern, by all means, bro, that's what's gonna make sense to you. So with that being said, this just seems to be a continued pattern, man. This shit's fucking crazy. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. What's y'all thoughts on this, man? What's y'all thoughts?
Go ahead, Johnny.
I would say number one, this is kind of like one of those things that it really doesn't take me too much by surprise, as far as the practices that maybe these companies have, as far as censoring and monitoring, and even, I guess you could say, completely muting in some cases these opinions. And it's weird how certain keywords are, I guess, hot button topics for certain things. But I feel like the Epstein thing, it's so deeply rooted in not only society worldwide, but I feel like it touches so many industries, as far as the people that were involved. Whoever was on that email list, what would you call it? The flight logs. I'm really interested at this point to see, just if they'll release them at all, because I feel like a big part of that is, just exactly who is involved. And once that comes to light, it's kind of no going back from there. I think at that point, once they release the Epstein files, I might be going off on a tangent here. They're gonna have to tell us that aliens are real. That's
They
gonna have to be a
They
conversation.
already did.
We already know
You're
that.
late,
Yeah,
Johnny.
we
You're
already
late,
know that.
Johnny.
They told us aliens are real, like real.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, late, bro. They did this like 2
Yeah,
or 3
bro.
years ago, bro.
wait, no, I don't mean the. So when I say the aliens are real, I mean the disclosure of like the extent of our relationships with them. Like, that makes sense.
Yes, Johnny. This happened like 3 years ago, bro. It's
The age of disclosure. No, you're talking about when they said that UFOs, the craft are real, right?
not just the craft, but the beings inside the crafts, bro.
No,
It
but
was
I'm saying though,
classified CIA
it's not.
information that
What I'm saying is they never necessarily went into depth.
So
Did they
you
talk
want to know
about the
you want to
race,
know
the
you want to know the
species?
history.
you're
You
right,
want to
you're
know the
right, you're
hit
right,
our
you're right.
You're talking
you want to
about
know all our
generalities
history, all
here.
our
I
history.
want, I
Well,
want. How far does this go back? When did you know what I mean? Like you're
like
talking about
when we
the
first made
surface level shit.
contact, stuff like that.
That's all. That's all I'm saying in this
Yeah.
case. But I mean, hey man, it's one of those things. Uh, yeah. Once we get the Epstein list, they're gonna have to tell us aliens are real because I feel like those are on the same level at this point as far as controversial topics.
We not
I
getting that list, brother.
uh, I agree with Johnny. Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. Actually, we all know censorship has been a thing for ages. Um, I'm surprised it wasn't a thing. Well, I'm surprised it wasn't sensitive for TikTok already, seeing it is that it was had Asian ties, and
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
their government is, so they were
The
subject to
old
change.
Asian scare.
Well, I'm just saying, like they're subject to
Just how
change at
strict
any
they are.
time. Like they could be subject to change anything at any time. So I
They
mean,
don't even have the internet. I think what North Korea? They don't even have the internet, son.
Bro,
They,
we was just talking about China, bro. We ain't talking about
oh my bad. I'm sorry. I said the K word. I
yeah, bro.
recant my statements.
We talking about strictly China, bro. Just strictly China.
but yeah,
We
but
come in peace.
it's it's been a thing, so not surprised. It's kind they're kind of showing their hand by specifically the Epstein thing, which is weird. But
You can talk about anything else, but don't say Epstein.
hey, it's we already know what the deal is, so
I
Kind of
just
weird.
ain't nobody gonna bat an eye over it.
I don't mean to go on the tangent, but I just want to point this out too while it's on my mind, bro. And I know y'all remember this, bro. Queese, you had to know because we were living together at the time, bro. I know you remember, bro. This is I want to say right when Trump got elected the first time, right?
Mhm.
2016, bro. This is when I was, I was searching shit like flat earth and all of that shit. And, I was going into the deep state rabbit hole and finding out all of this stuff about Epstein, the Clintons, and all of this stuff. There was thousands of videos on YouTube, right? And I call this the Great Wipe. Like,
Jalen.
all right, all right. Let me censor it a little bit more. All right, all right. Come on, bro. Let me speak on it, bro. I
Bro,
can't
we
I
just,
can't
bro.
I can't speak on the Great Wipe like
It's kind of cold in here, man.
let me close it off with this,
Bro,
bro.
we can't do it, bro.
What they did to YouTube from 2016 up until now is exactly
Oh,
what's happening with TikTok. That's all.
oh.
The
Okay, I can agree with that.
disappearance,
I
the
can agree. No, I
disappearance
can
of
agree that
videos
YouTube,
and
YouTube in a
information.
sense, YouTube in itself has changed dramatically from years past where shit. You guys remember when I guess you could say that certain topics were taboo. Like all of this shit was you could expect to see anything on the internet on YouTube
Remember
back
when
then.
you couldn't put COVID in your description or title? Y'all remember that? That's when I was doing my YouTube videos and reporting on the news. And anytime you put COVID inside your description or even title, it was getting shadow banned. Like no, they wasn't letting nobody see it. You couldn't do it unless you were like a news channel. Other than that, the shit was banned. You couldn't say you can't say COVID. You couldn't say what is it? Bats. You couldn't say what's the place that they were at? I'm trying to think of the place in China that they were at, bro. But you weren't allowed to type that word in. It was a crazy time, bro. And I don't know if y'all know, but at that time, YouTube was going through partnership, and one of the owners and founders of YouTube happens to be from that same organization as the person who bought TikTok. So it just kind of correlates. Like I said, it's a pattern, bro. Every time there's a network or platform to be bought where people can voice their opinions, this organization comes through to make sure those opinions have nothing to do with them. That's just real power, bro. You got to give them their props, bro. You got to give them their props. This why black people can't get nothing done. We ain't got no power like that. It's to the point where we talking in code. But anyway,
Yeah, man.
speaking of
A
power,
lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. That's for sure.
yeah. So to even move on to more unfortunate topics, I believe Johnny here has a video based off some things that happened in Minnesota, bro. Would you care to take over, or do you want me to
Hell of
speak
a
on it?
segue, my guy. Well, I mean, just to set this up for people, Alex Preddy was killed uh, a few days ago, I believe, by an ICE agent. Um, and there's been a lot of speculation about, him being armed, unarmed. Uh, what were the actions taken before he was shot? I think two agents were reportedly shot at the time. Um, And yeah, so come to find out, he actually had an interaction with ICE officers earlier in the week. And that was captured on video as well, and it's been circulating, and I have that for you guys. So let's take a look.
What you're seeing is a new video that has emerged of a physical clash between Alex Preddy and federal agents over a week before he was fatally shot by U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents. Now, let me walk you through what happens here. You see Preddy is seen shouting at agents and kicking the vehicle taillight as agents are driving away. They then stop and exit the vehicle and tackle him to the ground, this whole interaction lasting about a few seconds. Now, there does appear to be a gun that is tucked in his waistband, but it's unclear if the agents noticed it. They do not disarm him, and they instead walk away. It's also unclear what happened before this video and after, but I have been told by the Department of Homeland Security that they are reviewing this video. The department, of course, part of the investigation into this past Saturday's deadly shooting. Now, additional context of the video here, it was filmed less than 2 miles from the scene of Preddy's deadly encounter, and he is seen wearing similar attire to what he wore when he was fatally shot. Now, CNN previously reported that Preddy had an encounter with federal agents prior to Saturday's deadly shooting and that he suffered a broken rib. It's unclear, however, if this video captured that incident. What we can tell you is that we are reviewing additional video of the encounter.
Damn.
Yeah, so that gives you guys a little bit more context as far as, what happened prior to that interaction where he was killed. This is just a few, maybe even a week prior to that incident. So it gives just a different viewpoint of it. Now, by any means, this doesn't mean that he deserved to die. And I feel like people will take this video and try to villainize him in some way. But still realize at the same time he's really just fighting for what he thinks is right at the end of the day. So that's all I can say.
What I will say, man, it's just like right on timing, bro. It just seems like every time there is a political mortar, that whatever opposing side has a counter somehow in the tuck. Like, again, I don't have a horse in the race, to be honest with you. I'm just sitting back and watching and observing what's going on. But I will say this, man. It would suck to die in the midst of a political conflict, because depending on what side is rooting for you, the other side gonna have a fucking video of some shit that you done did that they gonna spin and use that shit against you. Like they just got that shit in tuck. Like, bro, that shit looked like a focus lens. Like somebody then shot that with a 4K camera. That shit was great quality. They had that shit ready in the tuck out of nowhere. They got that maybe 10-15 second clip, and they about to ride it till the wheels fall off to justify why they murdered this man. And again, I don't have a horse in the race. I just think it's fucking crazy how the timing works. It's just like with the George Floyd thing. And again, I don't give a fuck about either side. Just being honest with you. No one should die, but I don't have a horse in the race.
Well,
But
if anything, if we're going to take anything away from this, it just shows you how the media can shape narratives very easily. And it can, sway the
somebody feeding
opinion of
the
the
media
masses
though.
based on those that what they're putting out. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody feeding the media. Like when George Floyd gone, y'all just somehow pull up the man's criminal record. Like, what's the point of doing that? Like, what's the point of doing that? Like to justify why things happen, how it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of doing it? Like, even with this guy, I don't agree that they should probably be interfering with ICE things, ICE business. But at the same time, y'all didn't have to kill this dude, and you didn't have to dig up any dirt. You didn't have to show this video. What was the point of this video getting on air? We
Well,
could have
I
just went
think
off the
I
video
think
of the
that
incident.
actually no. If anything, it really just puts the nail in every the situation really, because people are wondering, why is he so? Why is this interaction happening where he gets killed? Well, this kind of gives you a broader scope of, okay, we've had an interaction with this person as an agency. We are aware of his maybe uh threat, like,
Aggressiveness.
yeah, we could be aware of that. And that just leans into, I guess them trying to justify the killing, and him being an angry person and trying to shape that narrative that this is just another angry
They
guy.
want to take the heat off of them.
Yeah, of course.
So
And the officer that shot him is on administrative leave, so he's still getting paid.
Shit, crazy, man.
This
Sad to see.
I think at end of the day, protests, no protests, guys. I think I will always lean on the side of humanity and people, not dying for reckless reasons. We're already losing people for a lot more senseless things on a regular basis: car accidents, shootings, random shootings, shit like that. So if we could just keep more people alive longer, that would be great, no matter what the race is.
I agree.
rest in peace, Alex Pretty. Once again,
Rest in peace to Alex
prayers
Preddy,
go out to your family.
for sure. And with that being said, we are going to go into something a bit more light. We're going to go ahead and switch it up a bit and play a little game.
Ooh, I like games.
And the game, guys, this game is called Dum Dum Dum.
I like that game.
Numbers don't lie.
Bow, bow, bow.
All right. I'll explain this very quickly and very simply. Essentially, I'm going to ask you guys some questions, and you're going to answer the question with a number from 1 to 10. That is simple. Once we have all tallied all three of our answers together, the odd man out will have to explain why he chose that way. So that just the loser will have to explain. All
Shit.
right. And we can chime in on, give our opinion on whatever that thought may be. But
Let's do
with,
it.
with that being said, the first question I'm going to ask for you fellas, if you could give me a number 1 to 10 of untouchable rappers. When I say untouchable, I mean on any given day, they can slaughter anybody. Any given day. Doesn't matter where they are, what you put them on, they're going to murder it.
Living?
Living or dead.
Oh, living or dead?
Yes, this is vast. So
That
this is
changes the
current.
game.
How many artists do you have?
That changes the game.
We got 30 seconds.
You want my answer now, or
No, you got 30 seconds. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to think about it.
all right? I don't need it. But let me spark up about it.
Okay.
I'll smoke it out. I'm not gonna lie to you because I
Okay.
feel like my number gonna throw y'all off.
Okay. Okay. All right. So can I tell y'all what this question means for me?
Yeah.
Like I automatically thought of, all right, so if I chose a random day, like a random day in the year, and I said, all right, you, all bracket. Y'all, I just put all y'all in the bracket. And then them niggas just go head to head and round by
Ooh,
round and the winner. Like and it just be a winner. That's but any given day though. Like little I'm not saying like, because a lot of niggas that
it's
you probably
sometimey. I
think
get what you said.
a lot of niggas that you think would like be that, they might it's some niggas that would give them a run for their money. So that's how I think about it in my head.
For sure. All right, 30 seconds is up. Queese, what's your number?
5.
What the fuck? I'm on number 5 too. I ain't gonna.
Let's go.
That's wild shit.
My number is 0.
Wait, what?
There are 0 untouchable rappers.
Bro, that sounds like some hater shit.
No, it's not.
Are you
Quite
trying to
logical.
gaslight us right now?
I'm not. This is quite logical if you let me explain.
Go ahead.
Because I think everybody has the capability of being God. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, bro, you got Kendrick. This nigga got Drake. But
None of those were none of those. I ain't think about none of those.
no, I'm just saying. Just hear me out. It's a chain. You got Kendrick who got Drake, and then you got somebody who could beat Kendrick.
Who
Jay
got
Z.
Kendrick?
I'm not saying that they did this, but I'm saying someone who could oppose Kendrick and beat them on a good day, any given day. Let me put it like that. You got Jay Z, right? You got Jay Z. Jay Z, I think could beat Kendrick just on any given day. Um, then you got Nas, who obviously beat Jay Z before. You know what I'm saying? And let's just be honest. If Nas go against a nigga like, yeah, I was gonna say Lil Wayne, but Lil Wayne right now that wouldn't work. But let it be Lil Wayne 10 years ago, Nas versus Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne probably come up on top. Like just being honest. And we know Wayne ain't that, but
So
blame
you
it on
don't
timing.
think it's a rapper on the planet that's untouchable? Like even if we were to go back for an era like oh let's say oh 05 to
Bro,
2013 Lil Wayne.
there's only one rapper that actually comes to my head with that, and that might be Big L, bro. Other than that,
He was on my
everybody
list. He was on my list.
That is
everybody else
He was
pretty
on my
much
crazy.
list. And it's another nigga. And there's another
touchable.
nigga. Is two main ones for me, honestly. And that was one of them. That was one of them because I feel like there's another nigga. Y'all might get mad at me for this second nigga, but
Oh my god, what was you
y'all
about
might
to
get
say?
mad at me for a second nigga. But this second nigga literally hasn't taken an L in his life, and on any
Put
given day,
Pusha?
and on any given day, I would still bet all of my
Eminem,
chips. I'm
Eminem,
betting all of my chips on white, nigga. I'm betting
Marshall,
all of my
Word?
chips. I'm
on
betting all
Marshall
of my chips
Mathers.
on white. Most definitely. Oh yeah. Oh
Word?
yeah. In in that form, head to head.
Oh yeah, you're not lying.
I
Oh
think Big
yeah,
L will
nah.
be M.
That hey, I ain't
And
gonna
and
hold
and that's
you.
the only reason I said, Big L, because I put them literally, like when it come to something like that, I put them right there.
And I
And
can't
that's
think
a
of a
hell of a
person
matchup.
who can beat Big L. Like just being honest. Like if like he's a rapper that his raps are sharp shooting. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like he don't rap like a Drake song. He won't make a club song. He's not gonna make a club song. Like all of his songs, all of his music is ammo. And there's not anyone that I can think of who could have enough ammo or better piercing ammo than Big L, bro. It's just
I'm glad you said that, bro, because
All right, for sure.
that's exactly where my head went.
For sure. With that being said, we're gonna move on to the next question. Give me one moment.
And Big L was Eminem's biggest mentor.
hey, bro, we're gonna
Just
have to
want to throw
talk
that out
about
there.
this a little side subject. Hey, bro, I didn't know there was a rapper from the Carolinas that was better than Cole before Cole. Come to find out, he used to do music with Drake, and he's like the North Carolina rapper, bro. I cannot remember this nigga's name, but I guess I used to listen to this nigga on Drake's like first two mixtapes. I had no idea who this nigga was. I'm like, God damn. Because I seen it on a post on Facebook. There was like, hey, who's the best Carolina rapper of all time? And there's like people saying J. Cole, and it was like, nah, y'all can't forget about such and such. He did it before everybody. He the reason J. Cole rapped the way he rapped.
You
And I'm
forgot
like,
his
who the
name?
fuck is it? Yeah, bro, I'm gonna have to look it up. I saved the post somewhere, but bro,
Bro,
if
then
you hear his
what
music,
was the
you gonna
point of bringing that up?
I'm about to say, you got me
I
excited.
brought it up. I brought it up because I said we're gonna talk about it on a later date when I got more
Okay.
information.
All
I
right,
just want
bet.
Yo,
y'all to know.
journalist of the
All
year,
right, next
man.
question.
Let's do this. Next question being, how many albums in the last 10 years have been classics?
Easy. For this person, this is a personal question.
Very personal to you. Shit. I
You
can't
said
pick.
the
You know
last
what's
10
crazy?
years?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I'll go back the last maybe 15. We can do
Okay.
15.
All right, that helps
Because
me out.
it's one particular album I want to include that
Well,
is right outside that window.
same. We probably got the same one then.
It's the same one,
It's the
bro.
same one.
It's
It's
the
the
same
same
one,
one.
bro.
It's the same one.
I
D
can't
Gap
think of
D
the
Gap
quantity.
pro- D Gap
I can't
probably
think
know
of a
what it is
quantity,
too.
but I got quite a few. I got quite a few, bro.
How many top five? I mean, how many classic albums in the last 15 years to you guys? You got
All
30
right.
seconds. You got. I'm
All right.
gonna hit the gong at the end of the 30 seconds.
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
Time is up. All right, Quiz, what's your number, brother?
5 again.
Damn.
I think I might have 7.
I was about to say 7. Now Quiz got to explain itself.
Damn. All right, so my number isn't as far fetched as D Gat's last number, but personally, I can go through the 5 that I think is classic. Um, and once again, this is personal. So these are the albums that hit me the hardest. And I'm actually raise my thing up because you can actually see. Oh, I'm gonna go this way. You can actually see some of those albums in the back.
Yeah.
Disregard the damn Kendrick album because that is not on the list. But
It's not. It's actually not
no,
on none
Mr.
of them.
Morale, Mr. Morale
Mm-hmm.
is on the list for me. That is a
Same.
classic.
Same.
Um, what else is back there? What's that Tyler Creator album? What was that? Everything Sell was.
Mm.
I forgot what the name of that one, but that to me
Shit, Igor was a really good album. I ain't gonna lie to
also a
you.
classic. Good Kid, Mad City,
Yep.
Classic.
also a classic for
I
me.
can recite every lyric on that fucking album, start to finish.
2014, Nothing Was the Same,
Mm.
Damn, that's a
also a
solid ass.
classic for me.
That's a solid ass album.
And my fifth, Drake, Nothing Was the Same. That's my 5. Most impact on me. Most
Wait,
the craziest
what was
periods of
your
my
4?
life. Huh?
What was 4?
Um what did
You
I say
said
before it was?
it was
Oh,
Kendrick.
Forest Hills Drive.
Oh, that's what it was. I'm like, I know me and him got that. That's the one I was thinking of. I'm like, I
I
gotta go back.
know, I know it was, I know it
2014
was.
Forest Hills
Because
Drive,
you
bro.
said
That
10 years. You
album,
said 10 years. I was like, damn. I was like, I
nigga,
can't say Forest
nigga,
Hills.
one song, "Love Yours," is a
Man,
fucking that one song, nigga.
let me
I ain't
let me
saying nothing else.
let me go through my little quick list, man. Quick list. So, Good Kid, Mad City, uh, Mr. Morale and the Steppers, Take Care, the song, the album that Drake got with 21, Scissors, SOS, J. Cole's For Your Eyes Only, and I'm thinking of one more. Who else had it?
Hey,
Shit, bro.
what's that one album? That
Bro, throw
Cole.
Bro, just throw Forest Hills Drive in there, bro.
What is that shit called,
I'm
folks?
not gonna do that.
Bro, just throw it in there,
I'm
bro.
I'm not gonna do that.
Just go ahead, throw it in there,
I'm
partner.
not
Hey,
I'm
what's the
not
one
gonna do
right?
Bro,
that.
What's
just
the
play
one
this.
right
It's a
after
classic,
Forest Hills
partner.
Drive? Not the 4 years for your eyes only. What's the one right after that?
Right after
KOD.
Forest Hills Drive,
Yeah,
KOD.
what was that album
KOD.
called?
It was KOD.
KOD. That's what it
KOD.
was.
It was. Hey, I ain't
I
gonna
ain't
lie.
gonna
That was
lie,
that
bro.
that was an honorable mention. KOD was
This
an
nigga
honorable
got
mention.
this nigga. It's a song on KOD called "Addicted," and that motherfucker hit so
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie.
fucking
Brackets on there.
brackets, bro. That whole out. I ain't gonna hold you. When I say that shit hit different too, because it's like it's a mental gymnastics they playing like the whole album. So I fuck with all of those.
I ain't gonna lie to
That's
you,
what Forest
bro.
Hills Drive did for me.
I like mixtape Cole better than album Cole.
I like album Cole better than mixtape Cole. I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like that gives him a chance to not only experiment with his mainstream sound, but kind of tap into different shit. Like that's how we ended up with Amiri, because he would have never, stepped
That's my. I love Amiri.
outside of his
I
range.
love
You know what I'm
Amiri.
saying? If he didn't try to modernize and step into, how these, I guess you could say, proverbial YNs is doing shit.
Man, listen,
Like
bro.
my
I'll tell
skate.
you, nigga.
That's my
So
Nigga,
shit.
that shit whole nigga.
That's my shit.
there are different tiers of Cole fans, bro, and we learned that at Dreamville Fest, bro. I am the mixtape fan. I don't know what y'all might consider yourself. I am the mixtape fan,
I'm in the
or what
middle.
Cole said
I
day
love
one
all of it. I
fan.
love all of his shit, but
I'm in the
the
middle.
type of person I am, I'm a jumpy person, so I just like more energetic shit.
Man,
Hell
that
yeah,
old
I'll
school
say that
shit,
much.
bro.
I like the
When
the mainstream productions more. I think
man,
I'm just that's just me as a producer.
it ain't nothing like being able to hear a rapper starving in his fucking raps, bro. Cole was rapping his ass off, bro. Nigga, from the motherfucking the come up all the way to Truly Yours 1 and 2. What the fuck? What else did he have? He had a tape with not Boss Kaz. What the fuck is that tape called? Anyway, the nigga was fucking man. The nigga was rapping his ass off, bro. That's the Cole I like, and I think For Your Eyes Only is the most mixtape Cole that sounded on the album, in my opinion. That's why I love it, bro. But next question.
Next question for you fellas. We need a number 1 through 10, even though I'm pretty sure it's gonna be lower than that. Of mainstream rappers today that are overrated.
Damn, but that ain't fair.
That is pretty fair.
Bro, it's 1,000 of them.
I was just about to say that we should pick a different question because I
Well,
feel like all of ours is gonna be really high.
Yeah, bro, it's a lot of
shit, I
them.
would. Well, yeah, you ain't lying.
Mine's is gonna be high. I ain't gonna lie.
When I think of
I might have
mainstream,
said
though,
all of
it's
them.
not. It's a really short list of mainstream guys for me. I think that's what it comes down to. When
Mhm.
I think mainstream guys, I think.
See,
Oh, you right.
I buy when I think miss a lot of mainstream. Like
Mainstream to me is you can see they face on the internet at least twice a month. That's mainstream to
nigga,
me.
I see Blueface 5 times a day.
So yeah, bro.
All right, this is a good one. This is a good one. How many features on any given rapper's album before it's doing too much? 1 through 10.
Uh I'm gonna just go ratio, like depending on how many songs.
How
So
many songs?
minimum,
Yeah, how many songs? How many
if you got
songs?
So
10,
if we're thinking 15 songs,
Okay,
5 features max.
I say
Like
6.
I think 33% of your album is okay to have features. It would be nice if you can go featureless and do a whole album by yourself, but
Like
like
Cole.
33% is max, bro. You like that's what a lot of these new rappers do, but they'll have a whole fucking tape full of features, and it's like y'all only got 2 single songs on there. This ain't good. This is not good.
I
I
say
would say
depending on how you do it,
so. If it's
you can
15,
get
I
away
would
with it.
say honestly, I feel like 7 is doing too much. Because like you guys said, 5 is kind of like that sweet spot. But 7 is definitely doing too much.
I think 7's doing too much.
Yeah, definitely
All right.
doing
And the
too much.
only reason I said 6 because I thought about a scenario like, say for instance, me and you wanted to do a project, you get, but I didn't want to it was just gonna be on your album. No, I wasn't pushing nothing for me. You might have me on a good amount of songs, and then it's just gonna seem like I pan out. Like it's gonna seem like a joint album, but it's not
I see
a
what you're saying.
joint album. No, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to think of a scenario like Kendrick and who the chick SZA.
Oh yeah.
Like, it'd be a situation like that where all right, she show up on 4 songs, but you know what I mean? It ain't like
Now, if it's
you could
one
definitely get
artist,
away with singers. You could definitely get away with it more with singers.
now if you're just like, let's just say one artist and having multiple features on the album, I think having one artist and having them shit, you can have them feature on the entire album. That's okay, but like individual artists, like multiple individual artists, max, bro, max 33%, 6 songs at the
See,
maximum,
even
bro.
then, I gotta say less than because that's 7 different niggas on the 15 tracks. Nah, hell
It's a
nah.
lot. That's a stretch. I
That's
ain't
a
gonna hold you.
lot,
Even
brother.
6 different people on a 15 song track is crazy.
That's
That's
that.
That's
That
a
feel
lot.
crazy.
It's a lot, bro. It's not gonna lie to you.
Hell
But
yeah.
if it's one person, I think you could do the whole thing, bro. You can have 15. If you got 15 tracks, you can have them on 13, and you got 2 individual tracks. Like I think you could do that.
I
It
agree.
seemed more collaborative that way.
Yeah.
All right. I got our next question. Next question being, how many rappers today would survive the '90s era? 1 through 10. You got 30 seconds, fellas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like when you say rappers today, you saying like circa past one.
Past 2000. The
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I got mine.
boys have
Okay.
spoken.
2.
What we got?
2. I got 2.
Word?
Yeah,
Pretty
What's your
sure our
number?
2 are
What's your
different,
number,
but
Dalen?
2.
You got
me and
2?
both
Yeah,
me and D both got 2.
I got 4. I'm not.
Johnny, you the oddball.
yeah. I can only think of 2 niggas.
I gotta explain this shit.
I can only think of 2 niggas.
All right. I'm not thinking like as
I
far
think
as.
one of our niggas is the same and one of our niggas is different. You get?
Possibly.
I
Now
think
I'm
it is.
curious about who y'all pick because so my 4. I'm not even gonna hold you. The rappers that could survive in the '90s era, bro. It would be Ti number 1. Not as far as ranking. Kendrick.
Wait, what? Never mind.
I'm saying not survive. I'm saying niggas that could rap back then. Trap
But
wasn't a thing,
but
but
see, I ain't want to count even niggas then because I wouldn't have had Ti on my list regardless. But I didn't think
I'm
we
from
was
the
count.
South,
I
so
didn't think
I just have a
because he was
different.
still making music in the '90s. Like he wasn't popping, but he was still making
Wait, he
music
was
in the
making.
'90s.
He was recording in the '90s.
He had to be nigga.
I'm gonna have to do some research on that. All right, so we'll scratch that. I'll go Kendrick,
That's one of
Big
the niggas I
Sean.
had.
I feel like Sean could survive lyrically with a lot of those niggas.
He too soft.
And he's the baby. Nah, he's the product. He's the byproduct
That
of. I feel like his rhymes is the byproduct of certain niggas that rap back then. If that makes sense, like the Rakims, the niggas with the
I mean,
really like.
I give you that. I give you that.
I'm not talking about
I
like
give you
when I
that.
say survive, I don't mean like he gonna be like a street nigga, like
Rakim is
be a
not the
part of that.
90s.
No, I said I was
Oh yeah,
comparing him.
yeah. That's
I was
also facts.
comparing him to
That's also
Rakim,
facts
nigga.
too.
I'm not saying he from the '90s.
I know, and I'm saying with that being said, because he sounds like Rakim, who's from the 80s, he's not going to survive in the
I was
90s.
saying he's influenced, bro. Can I finish my thought before you?
My bad.
Man, yeah, man. Kendrick, Big Sean, fuck Cole. Who was my last one? Jordan Lucas. He could rap with anybody.
I can see that.
It's funny because all I had to do was look to the modern rappers now that my dad actually fuck with. That's an easy one for me.
Cole and Kendrick.
Cole and Kendrick.
That's it.
Cole and Kendrick. That's my nigga. You my nigga. You my nigga, right?
That's it.
It's called. There's no other answer than Cole and Kendrick.
And you know I love my nigga Drake.
Oh, he
Ain't,
did. Ain't no
ain't
way.
nobody
You
listening to no
notice nobody
singing
said
niggas.
Drake.
Ain't
Nobody said Drake
no
through this
way.
whole shit.
Ain't
Besides
nobody
the
really
albums,
listening to no singing ass nigga in the 90s, bro. Fuck all that, bro.
bro.
What the
Nah, bro.
bars?
Bro,
Nah.
bro, you look at the. I'm talking like the 50-year-old, mid 50-year-olds, late 40-year-olds. Look how they be reacting to Cole and Kendrick, bro. I'm telling you, they
Oh yeah, it's like they fall in love with hip hop again, type shit.
Yeah.
True.
that was yeah. Big Sean, like I just feel like he get ate up.
I do too.
I think he would get put in that same boat Drake would get put in.
Because controversy back then was real. Like they didn't fake nothing back then.
They
Like,
turn him into a D'Angelo ass nigga.
come on, bro. Rest in peace, man.
Shit's
Yo, rest in
wild.
peace, D'Angelo. My bad.
All right,
Man,
this will
bro.
be the final one for this segment. I think we went over 20 minutes.
This is fun.
It is fun. But the last final question is how many bad albums does it take to ruin a rapper's legacy? You have 30 seconds.
It's crazy because I have like questions on top of this question, but
Same.
So let's say they're an established artist. They've got a 20-year or 10 year, at least a 5
like
to 10 year
how many
career.
albums they got up to this point?
They got at least 4.
Oh, only 4?
They have at least 4. At
Oh,
least 4
at least 4.
for you to consider.
All right, bet
Because you
I
gotta
got my
think
answer. I
if
got
you
my
have
answer.
4, I'm saying if they have 4, they'll only be adding bad albums from that point. So let's say from that 4th point, your 5th one's trash, and then your 6th one's trash, and then your 7th. You feel me?
I got my answer.
I got mine.
Shit, I got an answer. I feel like it's gonna shock both of y'all.
Talk to me.
I don't think it is. Who going first?
Let Johnny go first. What's your,
I
what is
got
it?
one fucking album, nigga. That's all it fucking takes to ruin your career. Rap careers are so short, niggas, like the NBA or the NFL. NFL stand for not for long, nigga. You ain't gonna be doing that shit if you fuck this up. Don't ruin your chance with a bad album. I don't give a damn what status it is. You cannot fuck it up. We see niggas with hits then fell off the face of the earth, nigga. One bad album.
Damn. Mine was 3.
Yep. Explain something,
3?
Big Ed. Explain
That's
Yeah.
something.
unacceptable.
Listen,
Explain
you
so.
said minimum is 4 albums.
They've
Most
had
rap,
4 albums. So I'm
yeah,
saying from that fourth album, how many bad albums would you tolerate from them from that point?
3 more. And let me tell
Three
you
bad
why.
albums?
Listen. Most artists right now, the ones that you're describing, where you're saying after they drop one and they fall off the face of the earth, that's usually because they don't have previous albums that were decent. You know what I'm saying? They usually don't have that. The established artists do. And the first badass Little Baby, for instance, the first bad album,
Oh yeah, it
niggas is
was
gonna be
over.
like, okay, bro, this kind of poop, dog. The second one, they're gonna be like, you, you trying something different, but this ain't it. This third one, which is what he's on right now and what he's about to drop, if this is poop, this nigga is done. And you know it, Johnny. You in the Atlanta area. You know if this third album dropping is poop, it is over for this
Bro, people
nigga.
got low tolerance for like shitty music nowadays. Cause it's like you could make a song at a whim, and you got to put effort into these productions. So the main thing I feel like, especially if you like somebody without a name, this is mainly what I'm coming off of. Somebody that doesn't have a name that becomes established within those 4 albums as somebody that can be consistent, but with I guess whatever for whatever reason you lose the sauce after that fourth album. I would say you only have one shot, and that's from the first album because what you
I
got to
think
say,
I
Queen?
get. I think I get what he's saying. Let me put this in perspective real quick. So, real quick, how many? Let me get there. Let me land. How many albums Big Sean got? Studio albums.
He got at least 6.
He
Hold
got at
on,
least six, right?
let's
He
see,
got
let's see.
yeah. Be sure.
So you got one. Detroit is a mixtape.
Yeah, don't. I'm gonna get there. Don't. I'm about to get there. Don't tell me mixtapes. I just albums.
5.
He got five. Perfect. Perfect. That fits in this. Perfect. Imagine Big Sean didn't have any mixtape songs, and we love Big Sean for the mixtape. I love Big Sean's mixtape stuff more than anything. But just
Same.
imagine he didn't have none of that mixtape stuff, and he just had those studio albums.
Cooked.
Would he fit in that same category?
Cooked.
I ain't gonna lie, that's
Cooked.
tough. Not only
Cooked.
because that's only because I could say it's not like if he did drop a bad album, yes, we would put him in that category because of the consistency prior. But what I'm saying is now I wouldn't say like shit. That's tough. I ain't
Hey,
gonna
what's
lie.
the name of his albums?
All right. So
I forgot.
you got I Decided,
I
Dark
decided it was a good ass album.
Dark Sky Paradise.
Dark
Good
Sky
album.
Paradise. That
Good
was the that was
album. Had
the
Kanye on like most of the motherfuckers.
that I was about to say that was the more radio.
It was radio poppy. It had that's when he was dating Ariana Grande.
Yep. Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Better Me Than You.
Better Me Than-
And Detroit 2.
I feel like Detroit 2 was his best album. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Listen, Big Sean ain't got a single album that's better than his Detroit mixtape.
No.
Not a single album better than his Detroit mixtape.
I mean, that's kind of like what we say about like French Montana for real, for real. Like even though he does have mainstream success, like his mixtape run was legendary. Like so we gotta take things like
Mac
that
and
into
Cheese
account.
3 is legendary, bro. Mac and
So
Cheese 3 got niggas through a lot, man. Shout out
hi. That's all I remember, nigga.
Montana.
Fuck you talking about? But yeah, man, that's definitely a hell of a segment we just added. Thank you guys for participating with me. And that is what we like to call numbers don't lie. That's with the Pack Legion. And with that being said, we're gonna move on to some bigger and broader pastures with our sports segment with my main man Queese. What's the first thing we talking about, my brother?
Let's talk about some Darian Mensah news. We talked about it briefly on the last pod. Darian Mensah, former Duke starting star quarterback. They settled. Duke took him to court, and they ended up settling outside of court for we don't know what yet. But needless to say, Darian Mensah won. He ended up taking a visit to Miami on campus with his classmate Cooper Barkate, also number one star receiver for the Duke Blue Devils. Couple days after that, it was noted that they both signed to the Canes.
Hey.
Darian Mensah, nearly 4,000 yards, 34 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions, leading the Duke Blue Devils to a conference championship this past year. Cooper Barkate, over 1,100 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns, leading the Blue Devils in all of those categories. I'm gonna ask this question first. What do you guys think this means for NIL first and foremost, with all these being able to be bought out of a contract that you're already in with the school? He was on this contract with Duke for 4 years. Only got to serve two of it.
You know what this does? It just makes a slippery floor more oily, honestly, at the end of the day for me, because it was already one of those things where it was kind of already messy just from the onset, because you got to think this is a brand new thing for them paying the college kids or whatever, and there's always going to be like a pecking order: who's paying who, where's the money coming from, sponsorships, contractual agreements, obligations, promises being made, commitments. And these are with 18 to 24-year-old kids that you're talking about here. So honestly, I feel like whenever you put that into perspective, as far as just what we're talking about here, is always room to get messier than what it was. And we're just seeing a byproduct of that happening. Not only are players taking their own destinies into their own hands, but these schools are putting their best foot forward, as you can see, or what would you say, putting their money where their mouth is in a lot of these cases, and lowering them for uh, by the dollar, if that's how you want to do it.
I think the schools are cooked, man.
I think college football is cooked. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Y'all should have never passed it, bro.
You're gonna have guys doing fifth-year eligibility. You're gonna have guys that come in, just maybe based off a name of who their father was, who their relative was, and they can make money marketing that way. I won't compare it to Shador Sanders, but it's kind of like, let's just say somebody like famous wide receiver like Julian Edelman or some shit. His son comes out, and he's balling all the way up into the college ranks. So it just it's so many different ways for this to go.
Bro, just imagine this, bro. Not even a football player, bro. Let's just imagine this, because there's sports betting out there for all types of shit. Like, not even number sports betting, just like what would happen at a football game. Will this person be seen on the sideline? But the point I'm making here, just imagine another star, like someone outside of the sports realm. Just to say a celebrity. Well, let's just think. Kevin Hart has a son. Let's just say Kevin Hart has a son. He plays football. He's actually not that fucking good, but a university sees it as an opportunity. If we recruit this kid, there's a good chance his father will show up, and we can sell tickets based off of that. You know what I'm saying?
You could.
Like,
you very well could. Just the fact that your kid goes there, I feel like it adds a level of marketability to the university that is understated.
Not only that, think about this. Some of these universities could just be like, hey, Kevin Hart, do you want to be on the football team? We won't actually play or anything, but we can have you on the roster and you can make money. Let's just say like not even some lower level stuff. Wait.
So now you're paying the man to be a mascot, is what you're saying?
Basically, bro. If
there's no fucking way.
Bro, if people are willing to show up to see somebody, like, bro, just imagine these universities paying artists to come and play football, knowing that people are going to show up to want to see this artist. Get what I'm saying?
I have one good point to make. I just want to hear Crease's thoughts on this, and I'm gonna give my opinion.
I think the whole system's flawed. I think they should have set some rules and regulations that were a little more strict when it came to paying these players. Because not saying that the players shouldn't get paid. I definitely think the players should get paid, but the amount and there is no restriction.
There's
There
no
is no like
financial literacy added to that. Like,
I about to say it's not it's teaching the kids bad just bad ethics and they're getting with these managers that's money hungry and not really they're everything's a money move. It's not so there's no loyalty. Um, anybody's subjectable to leave. So I definitely think they should have set some things in order. Now they kind of shit the bed and they're NCAA swimming in it now. So it's something they're gonna have to eat until they can figure out how to mediate that. But
Bro, they're probably not going to do anything about it, bro. This is bringing NCAA the most attention they've ever seen in their life, bro. With media searches on the computer, just
they
people
gonna do
just
something
tuning
about it.
in.
They
Yeah,
gonna
I
do
mean,
something about it.
yeah, but
you know why they won't?
don't think that is hindering them, bro.
I don't think it is, only because I would say it is this much. It's this is for the number one, the kids that are coming from high poverty situations that have never seen this type of money a day in their life. They're coming from, households where a lot of times they're being assisted by the government. So, and we both can attest to this. What 80% of teams nowadays in college football, they're black kids, unless you're in like, a predominantly PWI, as I would say. Um, yeah, it's very messy.
The
Can only
reason
get
why
worse.
they will is tampering. The same reason why Duke took Darian Mensah to court.
And that's exactly. Him going to court is like the proverbial ball being dropped.
Yes. I'm about to say that's what's gonna set things in motion. I'm about to say the fact that this was able to happen, Miami being a private school, we was like,
You're
hey,
gonna have so many kids just leaving because
we
they
was like,
want
we
to.
can throw you Carson Beck's leaving, we can throw you some extra bread, we can throw you
Exactly.
some extra money, we can
And
get
what's
you out your contract.
what's crazy? Throwing 30,000 to a lawyer as a retainer for a kid that's making 5 million is nothing. So he can get you out of any situation.
And I guess the last thing to mention about this topic, so Miami 2024 get Cam Ward, have a good year. Cam Ward goes number one in the draft. 25 get Carson Beck also through the transfer portal. They go on to make it to the national championship game. Now they pick up Darian Mensah through the transfer portal. Do you see the same? Do you guys think it's the same trajectory for the Canes? And do you think that this is going to be the trajectory for most teams moving forward?
Hey, just so you know, it man, it looks so biased with your Canes flag behind you.
I know
Uh, uh, uh,
it is biased, but hey,
uh,
I'm a
he's
journalist
speaking
first.
unbiased right now.
I'm speaking unbiased.
But I do see the trajectory going the same way, man. The Canes do pretty good at recruiting. And one thing like they gonna have is the motherfucking alumni money.
That's
They
one
got
thing,
that.
and that's the
Private
thing. This is
school.
the land of opportunity in Miami. I swear it is. And I
It's
would say it this much. As you did state, the last 2 years have been very, very well, I guess you could say, maintained by Miami, just taking it and getting better every year. Also, I feel like it really comes down to marketability with a lot of these players. Like, I feel like they'll get a lot of transfer portal players only because of, we just are fresh off of a national championship opportunity. And that definitely looks good to a kid, coming out of high school, or even a guy that maybe wasn't getting the same reps that he wanted from a different university. So it's tantalizing on either front, and you're getting paid to be there. So it's kind of like,
not to mention, bro, with their winning success and how far they got this previous year, it gives them some bargaining chips. You don't have to offer players as much money as you would before because the demand to come to your school is higher. You could say, hey, if you won't take this low ball of $1 million instead of 10, there's another guy right behind you who willing to do that. And not
well,
only that,
so
it's still an area. It's a hot destination area too, man. You got that bargaining chip as well. Like it's Miami, it's a very beautiful place. You get to play in some very warm weather. You don't have to worry about cold and being in snow unless you're traveling. So like right now, I think Miami's in a great position to repeat and continue bettering themselves.
True.
Good.
Good luck to
Anything
them.
left on this story?
No, that's it. But this can segue into our next topic, which kind of goes hand in hand. We talked about tampering. Well, we got some tampering. We got some more college tampering news. This time from your boy Dabo Sweeney over at Clemson. He's mad because apparently Ole Miss's head coach Pete Golding has been tampering with Clemson's linebacker Luke Farrelly, and he's been trying to get his name into the transfer portal, supposedly. So on Tuesday, the NCAA contacted Clemson about Sweeney's accusation, and they officially launched an investigation into the matter.
They
What do
need
you
to just
guys
let
think about that?
they need to let tampering be legal. If your school's that good, there's no reason why the player would want to leave. If you're doing everything that you can to keep the player, there's no reason for them to want to leave. They want to leave, let them. What's the team gonna do? Like, end up drying out an entire team's roster? You know how hard that would be.
Not that hard, bro. Look what we just did to Duke. We took their best quarterback and their best receiver.
I'm talking about like, bro. All you need is 11 players. You think that one team is going to get down to 11 players? Man, allow them to do tampering. You're already letting players fucking get paid. Allow tampering. If they can persuade your player, it's probably not the player for you. It's probably not the player for your team.
I think that's why there also needs to be rules set though, because like I said, they accused Darian Mensah of tampering. Miami of tampering with Darian Mensah, and Darian Mensah was on a 4-year contract. So it's like if that's the case, then niggas shouldn't be allowed to sign a 4-year contract. Then like that should just be null and void. Like that shouldn't
It,
even be allowed to happen.
it should be
If
not
he can
allowed
just
at
be
all.
if he can, and I'm a Miami fan. If he can just be able to just void that and just leave,
It should
Crazy.
be
and
year to year.
then that should even be in place then. So they definitely need to set some stuff up to where like yeah, you can tamper, but hey, we gonna make sure as a university we get ours.
See,
Hell yeah.
and I think that could alter things for real, bro. Because like you said, bro, don't even have 4-year deals. I think they should just have it 1-year deals, and really by 1 year, I mean 1 season. Because obviously you can hit the transfer portal at the end of the football season, meaning you would start your new semester of the next year in January at the new school. So you would really only have 1 semester with that school, and I think that's just how they should do the deals. So like unless you're one of those players who graduated early and comes in for spring ball, then you can have an adjusted contract where they paying you a little bit more money and they're prorating you because you're playing a little bit longer, you're at the school longer, you're representing the school longer, so you get paid a little bit more. Now, for those coming in like everyone else at the beginning of the school year, you have a 1 season, 1 semester contract. And that's how they do it. So like instead of these colleges coming and giving people these $50 million deals over 4 years, and what does that come out to? Like,
Wait, you're feeling like they'll make the terms of the contract shorter to, I guess, not to encourage transferring.
yes.
You know what I would do?
What?
I, mm, let me think about it.
That's
I
tough.
had
Huh?
it and I'm like, would
That's
that
tough.
work?
That's
Cause like,
tough.
bro, that way companies don't get fucked. They know at the end of the semester, like, hey, there's a possibility this dude might leave, and it doesn't feel like, oh damn, we might lose out on some money because we thought we were gonna have him for the rest of the year.
I know
You
what
know
I'm
what I
doing.
feel
I know
like?
what I'm doing. I'm at every university gets a salary cap. For whoever they want to bring in, they get a salary cap. We can increase the salary cap for the G5 schools to let them get a little bit more talent in there. But everybody be on all those same, but everybody on the same level. Because I'm gonna say like this, like Miami, we're a private school. Our boosters make more money regardless, so we can
Nigga,
steal a lot of we have the money to steal a lot of motherfuckers from places like fucking Nebraska, Missouri. Like we can do that shit. So everybody gotta all right. Here the NIL money, put it in a pot. This y'all cap. Get who you can get with this.
But that ain't fair, bro. Because you got them small ass schools who wouldn't have much money whatsoever. You talking about like a place like Appalachian State? You think them niggas got money like
mm,
No,
Texas?
but no, but that, bro. That's why I said all those Power Five that you can bump up. I'm saying so. I'm not saying like they have to make this money up themselves. I'm saying like we help them. Like we
like
we
as
we
a
give them
universal
this.
cap, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's not something universal. Obviously, they got to put their own shit in there. But as far as like boosters and sponsors, they
So
can
you're
get helped
saying
out
they
with
should be
that.
at a baseline for that makes it an evil playing field for all the schools, and anything on top of that would basically be, you know what I'm saying, provided by boosters, alum, wherever the fuck else that money is coming from.
But you gotta think about it, bro. You gotta think about the funding because outside of the boosters, it's the revenue made through the athletic department at the school, and that's the only thing that is funding scholarships. Is like how it used to be. It's the athletic department and the revenue made from obviously the football teams and the other revenue or profit producing sports at the school. If the school isn't big, they don't have that. Then they rely on the boosters and things for that, like that for the NIL. So again, with the small schools, that would still put them at a disadvantage because no schools outside of that have any incentive to try to fund a smaller school. You get what I'm saying? Like there's no incentive. The only way this could work, I think, like everyone would have to have the same floor, not the same ceiling, but the same floor. Everyone starts at the same level. Like everyone at the minimum, everyone has to start with $100 million cap. But
What?
again,
What?
let's just say that's what it is, bro. $100 million cap because you're paying one guy 10 million, you're paying one guy 5 million. Let's just say 100 million. But that would be hard for a school like Appalachian State. That would be hard for a school like Kent, Akron.
But
They
they're not
don't.
supposed. They're not supposed to be there though. So I'm cool. I'm cool with them not. They're not supposed to be there. They're not big enough to be there. I'm cool
I
with. I'm
guess.
cool with that.
It's a hell of an argument. I'm not gonna lie.
Like they ain't got the money to bring in to be relevant. Like they stadium not even big enough to host nothing.
That's facts.
That's
That's
gonna be the
facts.
bricks. That those be the bricks.
I'm about to say, hey. If the city of Kent want to create a mega fucking stadium and shit, then we can maybe start talking. Because then they bring in revenue. They bring in more revenue to their situation and shit. But hey, I feel like that
Hmm.
that's all. Yeah, that's a city thing too.
Yeah.
Y'all forget they be using stadiums for more than sporting events.
True.
I'm about to say, don't forget, Miami having as much money as they have, we share a stadium with the NFL team, so we pay cheaper prices.
Not only that, I think if the let's say the university stadium is being used for like concerts, whatever the case, I figure they're making some type of revenue from whatever events are being hosted within the that capacity as well. So I'm like, there's so many different ways to make revenue besides just football.
We actually pay it more because teams like Tennessee, they
Whew.
make crazy money a year, especially on their stadium sales.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
We
depending
just
on the
yeah,
demographic.
we just got low lawyers and doctors around us. So
What are we talking about right now? We're just talking about the college athletes and the NIL, the effect it has on the younger players, and just how
we're talking
teams
about
would approach it.
Dabo Sweeney snitching on Ole Miss quarterback, and now the NCAA has fired launched up an investigation against them into tampering with their
Mhm.
linebacker. So
Any final thoughts on that one, though?
Nah, I don't have any.
I don't think nothing's gonna come out of it. Just like nothing came out of the Darian Mensah situation with
I
Miami.
honestly
So
thought that would take longer for that the result of that to come out. So
they had to get it done soon because they were talking about they needed to get him in quick so he can enroll in classes, and it was only
nah,
like
all
a
this other shit.
it was only yeah, it was a whole bunch of other stuff that he they needed to answer fast so he can get stuff
Logistical
rolling.
shit. So he couldn't even. Okay, I see what you were saying. I mean, shit. Well, end of the day, happy for Darian Mensah and his starting wide receiver going to Miami with him. Hope you guys are successful this season. Go Canes.
All right, what's the next topic, Johnny? I don't know what we got on there. I'm ready for it though.
All right, we have the 2026 Senior Bowl.
Senior Bowl. Do you guys pay much attention to your Senior Bowl? I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm about to say
I'm
I
only watching the Senior Bowl because I want to see a few receivers that are coming out for the draft, and only because the Cleveland Browns need a receiver, and I'm looking at O-line prospects.
Browns need a lot, brother.
They need
I seen
O-line
one
and
of
wide
our old
receiver.
linemen get bullied. I was kind of sad about that.
Oh
The 20
man, I think I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah, I was he ain't have his foot in. It's all right. But this year's game is going to be on NFL Network at 2:30 p.m. Saturday, January 31st. Game will be played at Hancock Whitney Stadium on the campus of South Alabama in Mobile, Alabama.
Damn.
So it's going to hey, you know,
Goes
you got the
down.
national team. I'm not going to lie. I don't know any of these names, but their quarterback is going to be Sawyer Robertson. He played at Baylor. Um, and the
Brother.
quarterback for
He did pretty good.
the
He had a pretty decent season from what I.
quarterback for of the American team looks like will be Taylon Green from Arkansas. A lot of Arkansas players gonna be in the Senior Bowl. I see 6. That's a
Damn.
lot. That's a lot.
Well,
So yeah, a lot of names. Should be a fun one. I'm gonna tune in for the first time in a while.
I'm gonna tune in for those reason aforementioned. I do want to see just a couple, possible wide receiver prospects, also O-line prospects for the Cleveland Browns in the upcoming draft.
This is the 77th installment of the event. Last year, the American team edged out the national team 22-19, snapping the national team's 4-year winning streak. You got any other thoughts, D-Gap?
Nah, brother.
Mhm.
No.
No Senior Bowl for you. You ain't excited for who gonna be in the draft? This
Yeah,
upcoming draft.
hell no. I ain't got nobody that I've been watching like that.
Yep.
I feel that.
Feel
I feel
that?
that.
Maybe it's not worth watch. Damn, they need to step this shit up.
Hey,
But with that being said,
if
we're
it's
gonna move
boring
on to
by
the.
halftime, if it's dead by halftime, I'm cutting that shit the fuck off.
Oh hell yeah, you already know.
The fuck off.
I still gotta watch some highlights. With that being said, we're gonna move on to our next topic, man. Bill Belichick, Hall of Fame snub.
Ah, shit.
Bill Belichick getting snubbed for the Hall of Fame.
Snub. And
It's because his girlfriend's young.
so before we talk about this, I do want to say I have a little context behind, I guess, why some of the selection committee did not vote for him or left him out of, the voting for this time around.
So fill
Now,
us in, Johnny.
word on the street is several of the voters felt that, I guess, the what was it? The Deflategate scandal and the Spygate scandal were big blemishes on his resume, and they completely didn't include him in any of the voting, which I feel like is a little
Harsh.
yeah, too harsh, because number one, if the NFL didn't go as far as penalizing you, like as far as I think they did penalize him, right? They took away like what happened that year? Didn't Tom Brady get suspended or something
Yeah,
like that?
the first like 3 or 4 games.
3 or 4 games, and what else happened behind the? It was something they
It
got
was a
hit with.
fine. They got fined.
I
They
want
got
to say
fined.
whatever happened. I want to say they
And
had to.
don't forget Spygate too. Deflategate
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
Spygate.
What happened behind it though? I want to say they had like.
Spygate, they got fined. They got fined for Spygate too.
Weren't they ineligible for the playoffs for 1 year?
I
I
don't know
don't
about
know.
that.
I might have
I
to look
don't
back
know
into
about
that. I
that.
remember that because I remember. Hold on,
But
give me 2 seconds.
you know what's crazy? While you looking that up, you know what's crazy to me? You doing this to Bill Belichick, you realize now that you fucked yourself as a committee because now you put yourself in a position to now you got to have Tom Brady not be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yup.
Because if Tom Brady is a first ballot Hall of Famer, then Bill Belichick ain't no choice. Got to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Bill Belichick, I mean, he not no Brady, but he's had damn near three career Hall of Fame careers just like Tom Brady though. And I'm counting his years as an assistant coach, coordinator, and head coach.
All right, so essentially what happened was they got stripped of a first round draft pick.
Mm,
Bill Belichick got fined $500,000, and the
mm,
team got fined
yeah,
$250,000.
I know there's some fines in there, some heavy fines in there.
So
Damn.
I am incorrect. I thought for some reason I thought we were some sanctions were put on us as far as playoff eligibility, but apparently they just sucked at that time.
Nah,
But
shit.
with that being said, Bill Belichick is still, one of those goated guys. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. First ballot, in my opinion. I don't give a fuck. Flake Gate,
If you got Brady
no
first
gate,
ballot, you gotta have him. You gotta have him for first ballot.
blank steak. Lakers in five. You know what I'm talking about? So,
It's crazy, crazy snub. That's a crazy snub.
hell yeah, it
That's a
is. It
wild. That's
is.
a
It's one of
wild
those.
one. I don't even like
I,
Bill like that. He in the ACC. I'm supposed to hate this nigga.
I'm not
He
a huge Bill Belichick fan, but I am
supposed
a
to hate this
Patriots
nigga, man.
fan.
That's crazy though.
So I'll just say that much. I'll just take the L collectively, and hopefully they let him in next time around. Any other thoughts on that one, fellas?
Nah, it's sickening.
Yeah, just a little bit. All right, moving on. We're gonna go to Todd Monken, named as the new head coach for the Cleveland Browns. Whoop, whoop,
Todd
whoop.
Monken,
Who
previously
fucked it up?
serving as the offensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens from 2023 to 2025. He has an extensive coaching record, previously holding jobs at the college and professional level at Oklahoma State, Georgia, Southern Mississippi. Also has a bachelor degree in economics from Knox College. He seems like a good dude. It don't sound like he has a lot of NFL history, but is this what the Browns and Shador? Do you guys think this what the Browns and Shador need to set them in the right direction?
Nah, to be honest with you, I wish Stefanski just would have liked Shador and he stayed because I do believe he has the history of being the most winningest coach in Browns history, and now he's gone.
Well, the Browns have been losing forever.
Yeah,
I was just about to say,
that's
I
the
don't.
sad part.
You said winning is like this nigga. I think he didn't even go 500 his whole career. It was
But
more or
Bullshit.
less like
that's how bad the
33% or
Browns are,
something
Brown,
like.
the Browns were 5-12 this past year. Just throwing
and
that
that's
out
how
there.
bad the Browns are. But I think what the Browns lack is culture, and every time you start with a new coach, you gotta start developing culture. Hopefully, this guy's decent, if not better than decent, and he can create a culture in Cleveland that lasts and produce winning game and winning football. Hopefully.
He has a Coach of the Year award for the Conference USA
Word.
Yay.
when he coached Southern Miss.
Yay.
Well, what I would say is, I, through the since I found out about the hire, I've done a little bit of research on Todd Monken. He's an offensive coach, number one. I believe Lamar won an MVP under him, or his second MVP, I'm sorry, under Todd Monken. And that's where he went like 40 touchdowns and 4 interceptions for that year, which is insane. So if that says anything about, I guess just how a quarterback can play under him, or an example of how a quarterback can play. Um, yeah, man, good hire. Looking forward to seeing who their OC and who the DC will be, because from what I've been told, Jim Swartz, the current DC, is probably going to quit. Um, and they're going to need a new defensive coordinator going into next year. So it'll be fun to see, who they bring in and uh go from there.
Hey, don't Todd Monken sound like a black name? I thought this
It,
was a black dude when I first heard it.
yeah, he's about 58, 58-year-old white guy.
Todd Monken.
Munkin.
Def,
Hey,
definitely
that
sound
definitely sound like he said. Hey, you know what's crazy? That's a slight racist joke. Queez just told.
I'm holding on, fellas, by a thin string.
This
Todd
dude.
Munkin. Well, with that being said, fellas, I mean, does anybody have any finishing notes? Oh wait, we have a lot we have to go through. Do you want to finish it on another show this weekend?
I'm down. It's really on quiz.
What do you mean it's on me? You the one that just said you was hanging on by a
Nigga about to
thread.
die over there.
I am.
How many more things we got?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I
Y'all
think because
could
we
finish without me.
I think we could play now because we played that game. Is play that game in the middle of it, and that game took us on like a long ass like.
Yeah.
Hold on, we got one, two, three. Wait, two. We only
Oh,
got
my
actually
segment
two
still?
left. We only got two left for real. We got LeBron and we got Giannis being traded.
It's up to you to get.
I mean, y'all could just finish without me. I need to get to sleep.
Bro, this nigga sound like a
You
bitch.
do.
I'll be there.
I can get these segments done in 5 minutes, bro.
I bet.
All right, moving on. We're gonna move to our next and two final topics here because D got his sleepy old ass man. We're gonna go to LeBron James potential
LeBron
Cleveland
James.
farewell. I'm gonna play this video so we can go ahead and get this out the way.
LeBron
We'll
James.
just do
LeBron with the last 18 Cleveland points. Shot clock to 6. Goes behind the back. And the game is tied. Underdone with the right hand. James has to fire and scores. Oh my. LeBron to the line, LeBron to the lane, scooped it up and in with 2.2 seconds to go. Great performances of all time. 48 points, the last 25 for the Cavaliers.
Cleveland! This is for you!
all right, real quick. There's been talks, although I don't think this is his last year, there's been talks about um this actually being his last year and retiring after the year's out and potentially being his last game at Cleveland. So I think the Cavs just wanted to show their appreciation and throw him up a little tribute up there. I thought it was a nice moment.
You
Um
know what's crazy? If this is LeBron's last season, I hope this is. Then he needs a better farewell tour than this. If that makes sense. Like I feel like
yeah,
if this is,
that's why it's not I don't it's not gonna be.
it
But
can't be, bro.
there was a look that LeBron did there like after the tribute where he was just looking out in the stands and you could tell you could tell he was in his feels a little bit because he kind of just stopped like he was pacing then he just stopped and just stared out there and you could just tell he was lost in thought probably reminiscing about the good old days. So y'all thoughts?
Nah, man. Congratulations, LeBron, and
Hope he retires in Cleveland.
that would be dope if he retired in Cleveland. I'm not gonna lie. That would be dope.
They got their ass busted though. Cavs took home to win 129-99 versus the Lakers. Donovan Mitchell going off for 25 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. On the other side, Luka Doncic, he's a manimal, 29 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. It wasn't enough though, as the Lakers take the L. Luka almost fell off the court and broke his whole leg. Just want to throw that out there. Cavs, fix your fucking arena. It's
Yes.
stupid looking. Why the fuck is it a platform? Why the fuck is the niggas hooping on the platform? Niggas can't even shoot a fadeaway, a baseline 3 fadeaway. The fuck? That's an NBA move. You can't even do that shit. The hell? All right.
All right, with that being said, last and final story here, fellas, before we get out of here. Giannis being traded.
The Bucks have reportedly said that they're starting to listen to offers for Giannis now. So this is gonna shake up the NBA world, especially if they make moves before the February 5th trade deadline.
He going to Minnesota.
There's been possible destinations. Minnesota is on that board. They would have to pick up a lot of money. He's currently under a $54.1 million salary. Any team that signs him has to pay. And I repeat, they have to pay $275 million
Yeah.
extension 6 months after the trade.
Yeah.
So my question to you guys, one, where do you see him going? And two, do you guys think Giannis is still a top 3 player?
Top 3? No.
Top 3.
Give me a 3 then, nigga.
Hell yeah, you gonna have to give me 3 that's better than Giannis right now.
Shea.
Okay.
And
that's interesting. I like that one.
shit. Jokic.
All right. I mean, yeah, even that Ant one is a wild card. I feel like that.
That and is kind of
That's a wild card.
wild.
But I'll give you the Ant. I could say top 3. I would still say top 3 only because size and just his ability to still do what he does at a high level, physicality, all of that. And I would say, what was the second question? Where's he going? I either have him going to either Minnesota or I have him going to Houston with Kevin Durant. And I have the exact trade package that would send Kevin Durant, or not Kevin Durant, that would send Giannis to Milwaukee, in which Amen Thompson, which is one of their best players, and
they would have to give up.
and
Well, I don't know if
Sengun,
they doing that.
and Amen Thompson gonna have to go.
They ain't doing that. They ain't doing that.
And they'll have to give up 2 picks on top of that. That's what I feel like is
Sengun,
gonna get.
y'all, they
That's
love
gonna get
Sengun, bro.
Giannis.
They love Sengun, bro. Now
They love Sengun and they love Thompson.
They love Ty. Yeah, I'm in Ty. They doesn't. Nah, bro. Yeah.
That's what I'm like. They gotta give them up if they want to get Giannis. They gotta lose to
them
it.
two is the reason KD came down there in the first place.
True, but think
Them
about
two.
having Giannis. Giannis and KD on the same team is like that's some Space Jam shit.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Like niggas gonna be playing with Houston in 2K from now on. Got 2 long ass goddamn aliens. Pause.
Yeah. Shit, that's all I got though.
Hell yeah. With that being said, I love y'all boys, man. We had a great show today. We got through this whole thing. We ended up playing a game and Corey Rippin did different shit. Simon stayed alive the whole time, bitch ass nigga. Now you look dead. We just want to thank anybody who's still here with us, man. We about to end the show, man. We're a little tired because we got work tomorrow like regular motherfuckers. Know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All right, man. I'm out of here, man. I love y'all, man. Thank you to the fans. Thank you to the boys, man. I love y'all, man.